When last we left our heroes, they had completed their contract and successfully delivered their cargo to Bright Hollow, where they met the keepers, four elves who seemed to be in charge of the otherwise abandoned village. The keepers immediately extended an offer of employment as security during the fest, an opportunity to make a seemingly easy 100 gold. Xanthion, desperate to contact his druidic mentor Leaf, divulged some history of his experience with her to Lilith, one of the keepers of Bright Hollow, who cast the sending spell on his behalf. Confirming that she was alive, Leaf implored Xanthion to stay away from the turmoil in the Feywild and to keep Emma away from it as well. The rest of the caravan eventually arrived in Bright Hollow, having been beset by a horde of the undead just outside the village. Paxidor, the wood elf scout, lost his life in defending the wagon train. Felix enlisted the semi-reformed bandits Viper and Golub Ig Arud for further employment and attempted to contact his divine sponsor for aid. Emma finally got some new clothes. Petra was formally introduced to Dylan Fiasco, custodian of Veldtalon, the College of Eloquence. At his personal invitation, our heroes attended the commencement of the fest, a rousing recitation of the Ode of the Bards preceding the official opening of the 1314th Odic Fest, complete with the first fireworks display many of you have ever seen. As the roar of the crowd dies down and the fireworks overhead slowly fade. The throng of people crowding the village square begins to disperse throughout the rest of the village. As soon as the custodians are down from the round center stage, it is immediately occupied by an ever-churning melange of entertainers vying for the fleeting attention of the crowd. That attention faces competition from hawkers who now call out their invitations to peruse or imbibe or partake in the various gambling or festival games, including fisticuffs and wooden sword fencing, or somewhat less violent affairs like tug of war or catch the greased pig. Song erupts from all corners of Bright Hollow. The atmosphere is one of sheer elation and endless possibility. Welcome to Odic Fest. What would you like to do?
It's the pig.
Yeah. The pig is greased and ready to go.
It was talking to the pig.
Okay, so you're making your way over there. You, at this point, having been around the Peddler's Row and the bathhouse, you definitely saw the pig in its pen, so...
Oh, I do want to... I've still not got it colored yet, but I wanted to show Emma's new outfit.
Sure. Yeah, go for it, dude.
And... I'll slap it in the messenger.
Oh, yeah, it's over in the Facebook chat, if for those of you who want to look at it. So Emma is definitely much less bedraggled. I am not aware if there is a way to drop an image.
I can load it in
Roll20.
there. Give me a minute. Just keep going. I'll load the image into Roll20.
Okay, I didn't know you could do that.
I can do anything. I'm amazing.
You are amazing. So the
is this Shannon? Is this like some kind of Burning Man festival?
Basically, it's basically Burning Man for bards. Is exactly
Okay,
what you seem to have stumbled into here.
Okay, so Marlowe realizes where he is and thinks of the strange weed that he discovered across the sea, and he's going to go look for an apothecary or somebody selling medicinal. Okay,
good to know. And is there anything else anybody else is doing immediately? We've got Emma heading to the pig. We've got Morlo looking for an apothecary or someone who sells something to smoke.
Petra, is Dylan Fiasco still nearby?
Roll a perception check. Because it is, I mean, of course, I'm not putting this many tokens on the map, but I mean, it is absolutely jam-packed. And you are just kind of like looking around, and I mean, just like how tall is Petra, by the way?
Oh God, I think it's in there somewhere, but she's like 5'5" or 5'6" or something.
So yeah, definitely like a very average height. So you've got some people, I mean, just being around Morlo, Felix, and Titus means that you're basically crowded out by these 6-foot plus behemoths. So you're just kind of looking around. You can't see anything. Yeah, trying to like actually climb up on Felix's shoulder and like glance over and stuff. So yeah, you do not see him anywhere.
Damn. Okay.
And at this point, basically the 8 custodians have like kind of come down off of the 4 various stairways that come down from the center ground stage and have just kind of spread out through the crowd. So that's what you're spending time doing. Ben, what is Titus doing?
Titus is going to be playing his lute along with people, just kind of following the
Yeah.
crowd, just enjoying himself, not really.
And it's kind of like as you're strolling around, it's kind of like that weird moment where it's like you are playing your lute, and then all of a sudden you'll stumble across, and then all of a sudden you're face to face with somebody who has like an accordion, and you guys will just kind of like jam out for a second and then go out into the crowd. Scott, roll me an investigation check.
Okay, I was going to ask what you wanted me to do.
Actually, roll me both investigation and perception.
Okay. Did that one come through? I didn't hear it.
I've got an 8 on investigation.
Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Delayed beeps.
And then an 18 for perception. So like as you basically just kind of like leave the rest behind you, and you're just kind of trying to find your way around. You notice again, having kind of noticed this as the caravan had arrived yesterday, none of these buildings are marked at all. There are no permanent shops. There is no permanent inn. These all just look like structures that are multi-purpose. Each one of these buildings can basically be used for any number of different things, and probably a lot of them have a different purpose if any purpose at all, when Odic Fest is not going on. Now they are just fulfilling whatever purpose is needed for the fest. And so in very short order, you realize that like trying to find a traditional shop is out the window. So then you just kind of start like asking around. Go ahead, Scott.
I'm gonna look for the nearest like free-spirited looking hippie
Oh
type.
yeah. And that's as basically as soon as your investigation like roll comes up short and you realize there's just no systematic way to do this, you're turning around to start looking for somebody, and then all of a sudden your turtle snout, your nostrils flare, and you're like, I know that smell. And you like make a beeline, and you're on the scent.
Yeah.
And long story short, not hard to find.
I'm just moving my token around randomly. I don't know where you
Thank you. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can just you guys are going to be all over the place. So yeah, just wherever you want to be. But yeah, you basically like follow the scent, and then you see this guy tamping his pipe down. This wood elf with like really long braided hair, multiple braids, kind of a cornrow situation going on, but kind of coming down further than that. And he's just like packing a bowl of his pipe, and he sees you walk up.
I need like a Willie Nelson with pointed ears.
That's kind of what you got here. Yeah, very much so.
Okay, I walk up to him and I say, "Where can I find it, my friend?"
Where can you find what? And he looks down. And he just reaches a bag over to you, like a little leather pouch. Like not the whole thing, but yeah. You got a pipe?
I think I do.
You actually have the pipe of
bragging
remembrance.
rights.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think I do. Well, I've got my screen minimized, so I can't see my equipment.
That's all right. Well, I know that you currently have the pipe of remembrance.
He
Yeah,
can't remember.
You mean the pipe of bragging rights?
I
Yep.
can't remember what I forgotten.
the pipe of tooting your own horn.
Yeah. Pipe. Is it something I have to arm?
No. It's easy enough to say. Morlo would probably have both a regular pipe and the pipe of remembrance, because I think he smokes a pipe anyway, right?
Isn't the pipe of remembrance is the one that makes you?
It's like
Really?
as you smoke it, the smoke comes out of it and actually like reenacts heroic events from your life.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Yeah, there you go. So you
He'll be putting on a
Just
show.
showing off.
yeah. So yep, and he just hands it this elf whose name you have not caught. He just hands it over and just lets you pack your own bowl, and he's like, "You got." That's kind of the reaction that Morlo has actually, and And he's like,
Yeah.
you got something to light that with, friend?
I don't.
And he just goes, and flame shoots out of the end of his finger, and he just holds it over.
Nice. I'm gonna stay there. And
Scott never wished he had magic anymore. There was never a point in Scott's life when he wished he had magic more than that point.
Yep.
Or not Scott, Norlo.
No one has ever played a spellcaster without having used a cantrip to light a pipe at some point. Just it has to happen. All right, so Morlo's making friends.
Actually, I do have a tinderbox, but that might not work for a little.
Yeah, because that's flint and steel. And
Yeah.
if you want to try to bang those together over the bowl of your pipe, feel free.
Morlo would.
Okay, and
Okay.
and so Morlo is making friends. Petra, about this time, as you're just kind of like scrambling all over the place and just like trying to look, you just feel a pat on your shoulder.
Wow, it was so real.
I know, right? It's like really immersive.
I think I felt that.
So you just you feel the pat on your shoulder and you turn around, and actually you are face to face with Dylan Fiasco. Just a big, broad, grinning smile. He's already got a tankard in his right hand that somebody seems to have shoved into it. He's like, "So, what'd you think?"
Oh, that taker's for me, right? And she tries to snatch it out of his hand.
And just like in like one fluid motion, it's like you're going to try to grab it, and then all of a sudden it's in your hand. Like just a little flourish, and there it is. So he just kind of like parlays off of your sleight of hand attempt to slip it in.
Ooh.
Sleight of hand versus sleight of hand.
Yep.
It's like flirting.
Or actually, I guess that's technically the help action, but yeah, sure.
Mm.
There's like, oh, there's more where that came from. But no,
Oh,
seriously, what'd you think?
Oh, I bet there is. That was quite impressive.
Yeah, well, that's what you get in Veldtalon.
I bet it is. Now I'm looking for some friends.
Okay.
Um,
Plenty to be made.
well, of course. Some old friends though.
Ah.
Verine. Do you happen to know a Verine of the Madam variety? Or Spogel Song? Or where I could find them?
Well, I
I gave
doubt either of them are here. Maybe. Well, Spogel Song. You're gonna have to be more specific on that one. I know who Lady Verine is. I would be amazed if she was at the fest. That would be weird. Yeah. And what do you have to do with the Lady of Want?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Just I heard she's very pretty and
No,
That's all.
she is that. I'll give her that.
and rich, so
That
you
too.
know.
Yeah.
can't resist. Anyway,
A little scary too.
yeah, just like I like them. Anyway, I guess I'll just enjoy myself then.
Sure.
Point me
Sure.
to where the most fun is to be had.
And he just kind of like he grabs your shoulders and he just like starts spinning you, and he says, "You can stop whenever you want. It's going to be fun in every direction tonight."
Okay, well then point me in the direction that you're going.
I could use a drink. Could you use a drink? Another drink?
Yes, of
Always.
course.
Let's go. Do you want it with or without a bloodbath?
Oh wow, I get the choice this time.
Oh yeah. We
Well-
aim to please.
Maybe let's do without, and then if I'm feeling like a bloodbath later, then I'll decide then.
Got it. And then he leads you over to, if you've got the map on Roll20 and you've got it zoomed out enough, this building right here, which is actually the same drinking hall that you guys had been drinking at yesterday. Isaac, Emma gets to the pig.
Emma gets to the pig.
Yes.
Okay, is the pig out yet?
Oh yeah, the pig's in the pen.
Okay, I would like to sit there and discuss with the pig and plot so Emma gets the pig, and she's gonna bribe it with carrots.
Roll me a persuasion check. This pig is not happy with whatever is about to happen. So it's...
But, okay. The thing is, Emma wants this thing to run around for a little bit and then, like, start to slow down and let Emma catch up. And then just grab the pig. And then she's gonna give it food.
Okay, so you're
That's
trying to
the
convince
plan.
the pig to go along with this.
Damn it!
Yeah,
That's
it's...
good enough.
The pig understands the plan. You're not sure if the pig is on board with the plan. I can tell you that for Catch the Greased Pig, the buy-in is a copper, and if you win, you get a liter of ale. That's the prize.
I don't want ale.
Yeah, and that's what they're giving away for this.
Okay, well then I would like to help this pig miraculously disappear during this event.
All right, and as you can see, the two little things to the left and the right of the pig pen, those are actually like bleachers. Those are stands. This is a spectator event.
The
So-
plan is,
Yeah.
okay, this is the new plan because ale's lame. Okay,
Mhm.
so the pig will run around for a bit, and then Emma will put darkness.
So you're just casting darkness over the pig pen?
No, I don't. How am I going to get this pig out of the pen without people noticing? How odd would a freak fog cloud over just the pig pen be? This is appropriate music.
I mean, it's a fog cloud spell cast over a pig pen. It's exactly as like out of the ordinary as that. The answer is in the question.
What if the pig disappears? What if I cast invisibility on the pig?
That's a thing.
Are people watching the pig right now?
Yeah, actually, there's a line of people who are lining up to pay their copper. The event hasn't quite started yet, but
Hmm.
you do have to touch a creature to turn it invisible. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Is this Bardcore Crazy Train?
yes, it is. Good ear.
Oh my
Okay.
god! I didn't. Oh my god! I cannot think of a way to get this pig out.
So you
without
sit
people
there.
being
Emma
like-
Emma is sitting there thinking about this. So you give it some thought. All right, Ben. Titus still just strolling.
He's just enjoying himself. He's having a good time doing the complete opposite of the guy that lent him the bathhouse where he said, I wouldn't have no fun here. I am having a blast. I don't
Yeah.
care to get dirty. I'm just following the bards and just blending right in like I am one of them.
Gotcha. Easy
Keep
enough
it-
to do.
Keeping my ear open for anything weird and also telling Ned to, do the normal.
Yep.
Keep an
and
eye on everything.
every now and then when he passes within 100 feet of you, he'll just like check in with you. He'll just like drop in and be like, hey man, how's it going?
It's going
These people-
great.
These people love cats. I'm digging it.
Well, that's awesome. Petra
Yeah.
must be in heaven.
Probably. Yeah. I know I am.
And
then he's
at
out
the
of
same
100 feet.
time, during all this, I have caught Ned up on who I'm traveling with and send him mental images of everybody so that way
Oh, yeah.
he knows.
Sure.
Blah blah blah.
Yep, and it just kind of comes and goes. He'll be off with somebody and then come into 100 feet and then go back out.
That's fine.
Is there anything in particular you're listening for or looking for? You said you were keeping an ear out for anything unusual.
If I hear anything about the Lady of Want or anybody say that they're going to her house after this, I'm just keeping an ear out for that.
Okay.
It might be obscure because it'd be hard that they're specifically talking about that, but that's what I'm doing.
Go ahead and roll me a perception. Sorry, perception check. Nine. Okay. So, but you are also carousing for a while, so nothing is going to happen for a bit. Jim, what is Natari doing? You are muted.
Yeah, before it sounds like I was copycatting because he said it before I was. I was gonna just blend into the crowd, watch some events, and just keep my.
Oh, did he freeze for anybody else?
Yeah, but it's an awesome freeze.
It is really great. That is the best freeze.
Maybe he's just meditating or something.
He is really in the moment. He is zenned out. Okay.
Hominy, 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 fried bacon.
All right. So, well, for those of you who are tooling around, lots of activity on Peddler's Row, like lots of people buying. It's like, oh crap, I forgot a toothbrush or whatever. Those last minutes of like, oh, I'm here, but I forgot to pack deodorant for the con. Well, no, actually nobody wears deodorant at a con. So, but you know what I mean? So it's just like, there's a lot of activity with that along, Peddler's Row.
It goes bad with the cosplay, man. You got to play the part.
Absolutely. Represent. And there is also a lot of activity along the bunkhouses, where people basically, there is no reserved space here. Those of you who volunteered for security duty are being provided room and board, but everybody else is just on their own, and there's like limited indoor space. There are some cots provided. So basically it's just kind of like grab a cot. That's your spot for the, and if you can't get that, somebody can sleep on the floor. Barring that, somebody can sleep outside, which does bring up an interesting point. The weather basically since about noon has just been improving, and the skies have been clearing up, and now it is a very comfortable, probably high 60s with a clear sky above, which is just bizarre for late March. I mean, the nights usually get chilly, and I mean, yeah, there's some warmth just from having this many bodies packed in to the space of the village, but like, it is gorgeous, and it really feels like an early summer night, and it is just completely clear. You can see, despite all of the light pollution from all of the torches and dancing lights that are just all over the place, you can see stars that you have never seen before. The sky is just crystal clear. As far as events, there are hawkers along every route asking people to gamble. There's basically three main gambling games that are being called out. There's Three Dragon Ante, Three-Headed Hydra, and Highwayman. Those are the big ones. As far as you walk around and are listening to festival games, there's Catch the Greased Pig, which Emma is working on sabotaging right now. There is arm wrestling, tug of war, wooden sword fencing, and fisticuffs. So if there's anything that anybody would like to try, just let me know. If anybody wants to gamble for a while, plenty of gambling stalls open. Each of the drinking halls have gambling tables in them. We'll get back to Jim when he gets back. Scott, Morlow's starting to feel really good right about now.
Yeah, Marlowe's just walking around, and like he's acquired some necklaces of beads, and he's wearing like a bandana around his head.
Yep. And
it would be funny if there was some kind of hippie top following him around using his shell as a drum.
Yep. At this point you've got a gnome who's sitting on your shoulders playing your shell like a xylophone. With a couple of mallets, and basically as soon as you started smoking the pipe of remembrance, as you're just getting like mellow and into the groove, like everybody starts noticing what the smoke is doing around you, and it's like people like tap their friends and look, and it's like like giant smoke form Morlow slashing through people in a gladiator pit, or like rescuing a small child, and they're just like, and then some of them are like, oh, that's a pipe of remembrance. I know what that is. I've seen one of those before. But you're very much a conversation piece. Tortle, so not a perfectly common race in the Amber Vale, not unheard of, but enough to be like, oh, cool, there's a Tortle here, with a basically a smokescreen puppet show going on around you, and yeah, you're a hit. So is there anything anybody wants to do after the commencement of the fest specifically? Dean says hi.
Hi, Dean.
Hi,
Hello, Dean.
Hi, Dean.
Tell him I said pineapples.
Isaac said pineapples.
I love pineapple.
He loves pineapples.
Ask him if he likes pineapple on pizza.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I hate pineapple.
He hates pineapple on pizza. You may never talk to him again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically, Aaron, you and Petra and Dylan just kind of make your way into the drinking hall, which, just for the sake of, where did I put that? Too many. I think it was
Books.
this one, maybe. Yeah, this was the drinking hall that you guys were in. So some of these people aren't actually there, but just to give you an idea of where you guys are at, and several of these tables now have various gambling games going on at them. And you and Dylan are actually at the bar. We will say that Natari is somewhere. I don't know. Morlo might have made his way through here. Jasper is passed out on a table.
What are the rules of the pig competition?
Oh, the rules of the pig competition?
Yes, please.
I can go through that real quick before we get back to Petra and Dylan. All right. So the contestant must capture the pig within 30 seconds.
Okay.
It has to hold the pig for 5 seconds for it to count. And if you can manage to do that, for your copper entry fee, you get a liter of ale.
You gotta catch it in. So is that it? There's no restrictions on what you can use to catch the pig.
Can you look up something for me?
What?
What is the command on the name?
Oh, I can't do that right now, but I could give you my phone. So yeah, you're very quickly learning, just having walked past a lot of the games and a lot of the goings on just to get to the catch the grease pig pit. There are very few rules at all, and there is a lot of debauchery going on. The one thing that you notice that people are taking seriously is if you cheat at gambling, you're basically going to be barred from the tables because actual money is involved. The festival games, it's anything goes. And you've already seen some interesting ways to cheat. You do hear one guy over on the side just warming up, getting ready to take his turn in the pig pen, and under his breath you can hear him muttering, trying to remember what the verbal and somatic components are for charm monster, or like levitate, or various ways to finagle the pig.
No, it's just using log strider.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. There's people who will just cast haste. I mean, at this point, actually, it has started going a little bit. You've seen, like, there's like, some guy will try to mage hand it just to wrangle the pig long enough to get up to it. Every now and then, just for some reason, you watch the pig it's running and the person almost has it, and all of a sudden, the pig teleports for some insane reason. You're not quite sure who did that, but it's weird stuff. Every now and then, there's two pigs running around. And like they'll dive after one of them and just go sailing right through it because it's an illusion. You're fitting right in trying to blow this up. But anyway, back to Petra and Dylan. So you guys make your way in, and kind of interesting, and it's cool, but also like right on the border of cringe, because like as you're walking in, with Dylan, it's like people are actively both getting out of his way and trying to crowd around him. It's like, oh, hey, Dylan, what's up, man? You know, it's like, and Dylan's just like, hey, how's it going? Looks over at you as you walk past. No idea. And so you guys belly up to the bar. And like literally as soon as his elbow hits the bar and he's looking over at you, but the elbow hits the bar, boom, boom, 2 drinks right in front of you.
How many people did you have to do in this bar to get this kind of service?
All of them. Some
Oh.
twice.
Well, I guess that's an easily attainable goal. Anything else?
I mean, I've got a winning personality and a charming smile.
Oh, I can do it without all of that, please.
But yeah, welcome to Bright Hollow. And he picks up
Thank
his drink,
you.
takes a drink.
Petra turns her attention to the tables with the gambling and games and stuff, and turns wide-eyed to Dylan and says, "What's going on over here? Are
He's
these
like,
games?"
Oh yeah, actually, you gamble?
I played dice on the ship I was raised on, but I've never seen games like this before. And she skips over to the table wide-eyed.
Okay. Dylan picks up his drink and follows. He's like, well, I could show you my favorite game, or I could show you the game you might actually make some money at. It's up to you.
Both.
Okay, we'll start with my favorite game. And he
Okay.
walks over to the corner, this table right here in the bottom left corner, and you've got a dealer standing at the bottom of the table, and then 2 chairs facing each other on either side. And he's like, okay, we play this in teams. You and I are on a team, okay? And as soon as you walk over, all 4 tables are like taken, or all 4 chairs are taken, but like they see him walking up, and like 2 people just immediately get up and like go to the bar, and just like seamlessly as he walks up, they look up. There's a moment of recognition, and they're just like, oh, we're vacating this spot. And Dylan just sits down and just kind of does like this. And as he does this, the chair slips back from the table.
Well, aren't you just the smoothest?
As oiled leather. And you sit down, and the chair just kind of right underneath you. It's like, all right, this is called Highwayman. It's my favorite game. You're going to lose your rear end at it. Okay.
Oh, it sounds fascinating.
And the dealer at this point is like, all right, who do I have? And Dylan just, without even looking at him, just raises his hand, points over at you, and then a thumb to himself. And he's like, all right, let me look this up. And he's like, okay, we both have to bet the same. So what's our bet?
Oh, what are we betting on?
We gotta evade the highwayman.
But who's that?
And he points down at the dealer.
And how do we do that?
Well, he is going to roll a die. One of us has to roll above what he rolls, and one of us has to roll below what he rolls. Otherwise, the highwayman catches us.
a million times before and just playing dumb.
Oh dear, that's ever so complicated.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure.
I'll do my best.
It's like the sound is wafting out from the drinking hall all the way to the pig pen. And yeah. It's like, all right, what are we betting? What's too much for your blood?
Too much for my blood. Well, nothing's too much for my blood.
All right.
10 gold?
And he just puts down a stack and he's like, you read my mind. 10 gold. And he slides
I'm
the
pretty
stack
good at
over
that.
against your. I'm assuming you put your bet on the table because he's
Yes.
and he just kind of slides together and it's like, all right, we've got Dylan and his friend for 20, and then the other 2 people put in 5 gold each. And he's like, rolls it down. He's like, all right, highwayman's a 4. And the other 3 people just groan at the table. He's like, Dylan's just like, that's a tough one. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to let you do the easy lifting. You go first. Roll a d20. He's like, okay. Got to be a 3 or lower.
I hope you're a miracle worker.
Missed it by that much. And the dealer rakes in your 10 gold. Make sure you mark off that your 10 gold poorer on your sheet.
Shall we go again?
Sure. Can you do another 10?
Of course.
He slaps it down. It's like, oh. Go ahead. Give it a shot. What happens if he matches the highwayman?
Getting a little Eurythmics in here.
Okay, nope. That rolling the same doesn't do anything. So yep, that's another 10 down.
Well, I mean, we can't stop now, can we?
No, we can't. Are you keeping track of this on your character sheet?
Yes.
All right, great. So yep, slaps down another 10. And you guys get a very quick sense that this is essentially the slot machine of the gambling games. Like your money could disappear in minutes playing this because the hands are quick. Like, oh, we got a beatable one. It's like, yeah, you want to take this one?
Fingers crossed.
All right, let's see if I can come through in a pinch.
Do you need a pinch for good luck?
Always. I had to lay down a
close.
lady. I hate it.
Okay, now what's the one that I'm supposedly going to win a lot of money at? Let's take a break from this one.
Yep. And he gets up and he walks over to one of the other tables and he's like, okay, this one actually has the potential to make you some money. Highwayman is the game for people who don't know how to gamble. 3-headed Hydra, you can actually make some money. And he walks over to another table. And he's like, okay, there's a whole bunch of different bets going on here at the same time. But you can probably, your easiest bet is to do a numbers bet. Pick a number between 1 and 6.
4.
4. Okay. How much you want to bet?
How much do you want to bet?
I don't know. We're not a team on this one.
We're not?
Nope.
But I'm going to need your help. I don't know what to do.
Oh, it's every man for himself on this one.
Well, I'm not a
but
man.
I'll help you. Don't worry. Basically, we're going to try to see how many 4s we can get to come up. And the more you get, the more you win.
Fine. I'll just go another 10 then.
All right. And the dealer throws out casts 3 lots, and it rolls up, and one of them rolls up a 4. He's like, hey, you just earned your money back. So they're next to your stack of 10 gold. The dealer stacks another 10. So you just are 10 gold up now.
Hey, should I try it again?
Well, yeah.
Will I earn more money if I show my legs? I thought you said I'd be really good at this game, and that's how I'm good at games.
Won't earn less.
Okay. I'll play one more.
All right. What's your number?
I'm going to go with 4 again. It's
Okay.
my lucky number.
And then Dylan just pulls out a platinum piece, and he thumbs it up onto the table in a spinning arc, and it lands, and he just says, I'll take the under.
Well, hey, big spender.
All right. No 4s, so you did not get anything, but then you see the dealer put a platinum piece next to Dylan's platinum piece, so he takes both of them back, and he's like, man, He hands it over to you. There, look, you won twice in a row.
Oh my goodness, I'm so good at this game.
Let me cut to the chase. What do I need to do to get you in Veldtalon?
Well, I mean, keep buying me drinks and we'll see where the night takes us.
Deal.
I just now got the notification that Twisted Plot Tournament live.
All right. So, what, dude?
Watch really quickly. It's gonna look really funny. This is how you ruin real friendships in Minecraft. I'm gonna land in the water.
Oh, nice. All right. So, the evening progresses. What did Emma decide to do with the pig?
Okay. So during one of the lulls, I have one question. Could Druidcraft like subtly loosen one of like the posts where it easily be jostled and come loose? Not the post itself, but like the bars between them, like a fence.
That would probably take something more like Mage Hand, because this is this is a well-made pin. Like, this is made for people of various levels of intoxication to go running full bore into the side and still hold up. So
Okay, well, I mean, I have Mage Hand. I just
so-
cantrip that can loosen it.
yeah, so you could be working on loosening it.
Okay, I want to loosen, like, okay, let me get over there. Like, where's the, there it is. Okay, I want to loosen, like, this bit right here. And then I want to, during one of the lulls between catchers, I'm going to come up to the pig and be like, okay, this next time somebody comes up, I'm going to cast a fog cloud over the whole pen. And then you go right there, and if you hit it, you should go right through and be free.
Okay.
And you won't have to deal with this anymore.
That sounds really good right about now.
Okay. And then Emma's gonna like go stand over here in the stands, so she sort of blends in with the other people that are just messing around with the pig pen for entertainment.
Okay. And so the next person gets in, and the was warming up, and the pig's running around like crazy, and you cast Mage Hand.
No, I mean, I was wanting to have been casting Mage Hand.
Got it.
Like on this until it's like loose enough to where if something runs into it, it'll come loose.
So you have been working on Mage Hand, and then like every now and then as you're loosening it, like all of a sudden there's just randomly another Mage Hand helping you do whatever you're doing, and then that'll disappear for a while. And then
Emma's gonna sit in the stands, and then the next person that comes in, she's gonna let the pig run around like a normal round for a little bit, and then she's just gonna cast a second level fog over the whole thing.
All right.
And so the whole thing is covered in. Oh wait, the pig can't see.
Can we say that the Mage Hand was in the shape of an L on her forehead, please?
Of course we can.
Oh my god.
What is the radius of Fog Cloud?
The second level fog cloud is a 40-foot radius.
40-foot radius. All right. 40-foot radius?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Hold on.
Or well, no, what a 15 feet. Oh no, a first level would cover the whole pin.
Well, yeah, I was going to say a 40-foot radius is going to cover like the pin, the stands, the out to Peddler's Row. The people in the bathhouse are going to wonder why they're suddenly in fog.
Yeah, okay. I'll just do a first level.
Okay. So what's the radius on that?
That's 20.
20 foot radius, though, not
Mhm.
diameter. Okay. I do that 40 feet and. Nope. There we go. All right. And centered on the pin, you said.
Centered on the pin.
All right.
And I would have like told the pig right here, so he knows where to go when it
Okay.
happens.
All right. And then, boom. So the fog cloud goes off, and everybody is like, what the heck is going on? And then you just hear a pig squeal. You hear a couple of other people scream. You hear a wet thud. You hear a bang. And then all of a sudden, there's just this big gust of wind that comes and just blows the fog cloud away.
Please tell me the pig's gone.
Hold on. Then that goes away. And the pig is up here. And running like mad. And yeah, so everybody just kind of looks around at each other and is like, you just hear a voice call out, "Who cast the fog cloud?"
It stays very quiet.
And the guy who's in charge of it just starts stomping off in the direction the pig went.
Wait, hold on. Graham, I don't have a message. I was gonna send a message to the pig to be like, run!
Okay. Titus, so about at this point, you're walking through, strumming your lute, and a greased pig just jumps, like goes right between your legs and just shoots forward.
Holy shit!
And it's just like, what's with the pig?
Run, pig, run, run, run. Run, my pig. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run.
And then all of a
Please
sudden,
cast-
people around you start picking up the tune. A guy comes up with a pair of bongos. Run, 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 pig. Run like the wind. Run, 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 pig.
Perfect.
Oh boy. I like how Emma saw an animal in an enclosure and immediately wanted it out.
Shocker. All right, so Titus, actually at about this point, you actually bump into, you've been bumping into tons of people. It's just a throng of humanity, but actually a face that you recognize, the Dragonborn that had been on stage earlier in the high fashion with the feather in his cap.
Which college was he for?
You would ask me that. Aethris, the College of Lore.
Ah!
Yeah.
Aethris. Is that your name? Or is that the name of the college? I don't really understand all this. I just play a lute.
And you play it well. I like your song about the pig.
I did too. He looked shiny.
Greece will do that.
Ah,
Uxan Pavel,
Uxan Pavel.
custodian of Aethris.
Ah, Titus Nicholas Octavius III.
And Octavius.
Yes. I had to see this place.
Cocks his head to the side a little bit. So, are you... Hold on just one second. Are you of the Amare line or the Lavius line?
I can't remember off the top of my head there, Shannon. I didn't write it down.
You are of the Amare line, and the fact that that is the first question out of his mouth actually kind of raises the hackles on the back of your neck a little bit.
Ah, does it matter? I am an Octavian. We change the face of the world. One person at a
Corporate
time.
slogans?
We prefer they be poor.
You sound like a Lavius.
Maybe. Who knows? And your family?
Well, the Pavels are known in Cortain, but we are not a part of the machine of government.
Do I know the meaning of that word in Dragonborn?
That one's going to be a tough call because Dragonborn, even though you are out the wazoo on your history ranks, I
have Dragonborn.
Yep.
Language.
I'm aware of that too.
Okay.
Roll me a history check. This one I'm actually going to call for a check instead of using your passive. Yeah, what's up? 24. No, I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, so you're familiar with the Pavel family line of Shalatar. They actually are involved in. You're going to get me quoting lore here, and I don't have my notes up. Hold on.
You forget who I am and what I am playing.
Yeah, right. I just forgot to have that handy. Okay, so where is the general document? There it is. Shalatar. There we go. All right. The Pavel family line is mostly known for being affiliated with the CM Vishtak, which is the Draconic Temple, basically the church, the organized church and religion of the Dragonborn race. So that's primarily what they are known for doing. Now, that doesn't mean that literally everybody is a priest in that church. It's just that is, typically speaking, you're either a high-ranking member of the Draconic Order of Sorcerers, or you're a member of the CM Vishtak, because both of those together make up basically the government of Shalatar. But obviously, he would not be heavily involved with that if he is not from the Shadowlands, and his dress screams Trirexian noble.
And in Dragonborn, I'm going to say this without a beat. So, noble? Maybe? Do you want me to pry deeper on what I know, too?
And he just looks at you and he's like, I appreciate the gesture. He's speaking in common. He says, I appreciate the gesture, but I try to mingle more with the people of the region that I'm in, so very appreciated, but we can keep it in the common tongue.
Well, that's fine too.
But
so, what lore do you dabble in?
Oh, well,
I love lore.
Aethris is known to be primarily interested in relatively dry and not that enthralling lore, just more minutia, more mundanity. Really, the drier, the better. Have you ever sat in on a symposium?
Yes.
And have you ever been just bored to tears by an orator that just rambles and rambles on and on?
Yes.
That is our bread and butter. It's what we really enjoy.
I'm more of sit down, read a book, or go out and find out what the fuck.
Good to know. Well, I have to be going, but please, fine tune that pig song. I think that has some real promise to it.
Fine tune the pig song.
Yes, absolutely.
I will have him. I will have him sitting around, narrating something boring.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you. He just pats you on the shoulder and disappears off into the crowd.
Note him
Mm-hmm.
as. Uh-oh.
I want you to catch the grease pig.
You want me to catch the grease pig? That's not going to happen. Okay. So you're noting him. Yep.
Doing the same thing I was doing and doing my best to just act like I was before I met him.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping him, I'm following him at a very far distance just to see where he goes.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
And as I'm going, I'm telling my putty tat to maybe keep an eye on this one if he sees him around or anyone that he might talk to.
Mm-hmm.
But that's if Ned's around.
Yep. Did you hit me with that perception roll? Oh, yeah, 22. Okay. So, yep, you take a moment, you're looking at him, you think, okay, yeah, that's one I'm going to keep my eye on. And then you turn to start following after him. You don't see him.
Did I see him by chance before I ran into him? Like, did I see him coming toward me before I ran into him?
No, actually, it was very much just a case of like your paths intersected and you were jamming with like 3 other people at this
Gotcha.
point. So, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, you're face to face with this Dragonborn.
Just go about my business like nothing happened.
Okay.
Just keeping that in mind.
All right. Scott, anything Morlo wants to do?
No.
Hey,
not
look, you got your own gnome to sit on your shoulder, man. Just get her some xylophone mallets.
put on my balls.
Nice. Okay. So Petra, anything else Petra's doing or just hanging out with Dylan for the evening?
Petra is hanging out with Dylan, trying to get any information out of him about anything of importance in general. Just acting dumb and, pretty and dumb.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a deception check. Ooh, 19. Okay. Why is it red? Oh, because of your reliable talent. Okay, got it. So the lowest you can roll on deception is 19.
Yeah.
That's good to know. All right, let me get into...
And in the meantime, anybody that tries to grope her or get close to her, she's going to try to pickpocket.
Definite opportunities to be had there. Where's good old Dylan? There he is. Okay. And what is it? Is there anything in particular you're angling for with him that you're trying to get out of him?
Just information in general, and maybe in particular about Verine.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Wow.
He seems guarded.
32?
He's playing his cards close to his vest.
In
but-
his chest,
In the
behind
meantime,
his
then,
ribs.
Petra's gonna turn her attention more to pickpocketing then.
Mhm. But just because he's realizes what you're doing doesn't necessarily mean that he's actually withholding anything from you. So are you just wanting general information about the madam, or what is it specifically you're angling for?
General information, maybe any possible malicious intent or anything shady
Oh.
she might be involved in.
In short order, he informs you that malicious intent and shady dealings are her stock in trade. Basically, he's just like, yeah, she is. She's an interesting one. I mean, they call her the Lady of Want because, well, supposedly she can get you anything that you want, but honestly, it's because whenever you're done dealing with her, you are going to be left in want. It's she's a bit of an enigma. She lives in a huge country manor with nothing around it for miles. No one's entirely certain where her money came from. The Varines have been well-to-do now for going on 3 centuries, and no one is really sure what business they're in. But everyone knows if you have something you need and can't find any other way to get it, you go see Madame Varine.
Okay, so what if, say, you were a naive young lady fresh on the shore, and you probably made a bad deal with her involving your blood or something, and didn't know any better because you're new in town, and yeah, what would you say about that, possibly?
You gave
Just
her
the
your
hypothetical.
Curious.
hypothetically. And he just kind of leans in real
It's
close.
a friend.
And it has been, to this point, everything has been light and playful and just really smarmy coming out of his mouth. And then now, for the first time, you see a genuine crease of worry as his brow furrows just a little bit, and he actually leans in closer to you, because everything about him that Dylan has been doing, you get the bizarre sensation, because you're a pretty good read of people, and you get the sensation that he is simultaneously talking to you and putting on a show for everybody that is around you. Like, there's definitely an aura about him. And honestly, it kind of takes you aback, because for the first moment all night, it actually feels like it is you and him. And for a moment, it is like everything else is forgotten, which is bizarre because you're in a room full of people. But the way that he leans in, and the way that for a moment you see the veneer crack, and there's just this genuine concern on his face. And he just leans in and he's like, okay, you gave her your blood, but what did she give you in return?
A job that I desperately needed. I may have been taken advantage of.
So you didn't negotiate a deal, you signed a contract.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you supposed to do for her?
Perform on a certain date. It's in here somewhere, and she searches her pockets for it.
Mm-hmm. So Lady of Want is hosting a performance. That is a new one.
I wouldn't know, frankly.
No. Most people who haven't dealt with her and don't have anything they need from her wouldn't have any reason to know who she is.
How much trouble am I in then? More than the usual?
Actually, and I don't want to give you a false sense of confidence, I don't think you're in nearly as much trouble as you think you are. She took your blood as a part of signing this contract to perform. You had better show up to perform. After that, unless the contract has some bizarre stipulation or clause, you should be done with it.
The contract may not have clause, but I do. Sorry.
It's okay. That was actually a pretty good one. I think you'll be okay. But tell you what. Tonight's a night for frivolity. Let's not worry ourselves about too much about what's down the road.
Deal. Let's drink.
Tomorrow, there's not a lot going on. Generally, the festival day is just basically a day for us to basically get over tonight. If you want to stop up at Talabayard, just tell the doorman Dylan said it was okay. We could have a conversation. Go into a little bit more detail about what's might be in store for you.
You've really done every single person in this town, haven't you?
Twice.
You charmer.
Sometimes 3 times.
It's a lot of work.
4 if I like them.
I have a lot of catching up to do, it seems.
Well, let's get started on that. Another drink?
Always.
And he heads to the bar. All right. So, anything else anybody wants to do? There are games to be played. There's gambling to be done. It is just a at this point, I will say it is probably about 10 o'clock at night. You guys have been carousing and soireeing for a bit. But the night is yours. Anything else that you guys want to do in the first night during the commencement of the fest?
I want to play a game of cards.
Okay.
They have that or whatever it's called. Do you name it something else?
Yeah. No, there is one of the games. One of the 3 principal games that is being played is Three Dragon Ante, which is a card game.
Okay.
Big getaway.
Yeah, the pig's gone. Every now and then you'll randomly see a stray pig just go running through, and the guy who's in charge of Catch the Grease Pig go like running after it. But yeah, it's gone. Titus, at one point you see the pig come running past and Ned is sitting on top of the pig.
Does the pig ever come close to me again? If it does, I want to like hold out a carrot for it.
I could just picture Emma running with a carrot. I have your carrot.
Roll me a d20.
Just flat d20?
Just a flat d20.
Oh, it like spun on the 20 for like a half a second, and then it landed on the 2.
It's a 2, yeah. No, pig never comes close. Pig is trying to find a way through the people, and there's just too many people. So it'll go over here, see somebody that it doesn't like, come back this way, see somebody that it doesn't like, go over here, get grabbed by somebody and petted for a while, which it really doesn't like, get put down, run somewhere else. Yeah, but the pig's becoming a bit of a celebrity. Every time you see it run past, it has like an extra bead necklace on, or like a party hat or something.
Has the pig song caught on? Like as they see it, as more people play.
Run.
Roll me a performance or a persuasion check.
Okay, hold on. Which one's this higher?
Ooh. Oh my god. I really hope it has. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's becoming a bit of the opening night anthem, actually.
Nice.
And like at certain points, people are like, "What is with this stupid pig song?" And then the pig will go running through, like with a pair of like Elton John glasses on or something, and like, pig, run, pig, you know.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh my god. People are remixing it.
Yeah.
It has become a hit.
That's hilarious.
Somebody there's a bard over in the corner who's like rapping over it and stuff. Yeah, like sampling it in his mixtape. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you're wanting to play Three Dragon Ante?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to a table that's playing it and sit down.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like the drinking halls are all have tables hosted, but there are dealers literally just set up on a barrelhead by the side of the path, like all over the place, like interspersed with the merchants, and just like randomly you'll just be walking to the privy, and like right beside the privy there's a guy's like, care for some dice before you go, just randomly. So yeah, it's easy enough to do. Is anybody joining Titus at the card table, or just playing on his own?
Yes.
Yeah, we can absolutely say that you guys run into each other.
Oh, hello, Petra.
Titus, do you know how to gamble?
Of course.
I don't. Will you teach me, please?
Shannon.
I know nothing of gambling.
I
Dylan
do.
in tow? Shannon?
Messenger or the chat?
Messenger.
Got it. Sorry, go ahead, Aaron. What did you say?
Is Dylan following me? Is Dylan in tow, or is he doing his own thing now?
Yeah, he's basically there, but I mean, he is having to work the crowd everywhere you guys go. It's
okay, yeah.
split
He's butterflying.
Yeah,
Then she's
exactly.
gonna keep playing dumb.
Mm-hmm. Which at this point, you're pretty sure he's probably seen through, but now it's basically your stock and trade, so might as well stick with it.
She's
As
then she's
Petra-
gonna be overly flirtatious and distracting as possible.
Mhm.
As Petra asks me to teach her to gamble, I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to take your money.
Well, that's not very nice. You could at least ask me first or say please.
Well, if you're going to gamble, then
But, are you trash talking? That's cute. Okay, let's do it then.
all right.
But for real, I don't know how to play, so please don't be that ruthless to me.
I don't believe you.
Well, that's rude. What if someday
I can
I'm
always
actually
tell when
telling
you're
the
lying,
truth?
Petra. I can tell when you're lying, Petra.
Okay, can you now? We'll see.
I
All
can.
right, let's go. What are we playing?
All I have to do is watch your tail. It tells me when you're lying.
Does it now?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't know.
I know
I
you
don't.
would.
I am not in control of it.
Exactly.
Shh. Don't tell anybody else, though. Shut the fuck up about that.
I know nothing.
That's right. You don't know nothing. All right, let's go, bitch. You're on.
All right, and so at this point, you guys turn to the dealer, and the dealer is just like, "Are you guys ready?"
Deal the cards.
Oh my goodness! Excuse me, Mr. Dealer. Can you explain the rules to me, please?
She
All right.
fluffs up her chest.
We are.
And her tail.
All right, I'm a gold
And winks at
anti-table.
Titus.
So first things first, I'm going to need a gold from each of you.
I toss in a gold.
Oh, just one? Oh, that's easy.
All right. All right, first card coming out. And one card to you, one card to you. I need you guys to both whisper me a D12, please.
Okay.
Oh,
Does
God.
having the playing cards tool set mean anything?
No, we're doing this as pure game of chance.
Alrighty. How do I whisper a
I have no idea how to do that either. I'm
All
sorry.
right, so do you see over
GM?
on
I see
Yep.
the
Wait.
GM.
got
as
it.
long as you click the GM thing, it will whisper it to me.
Did I do it?
Nope.
Damn it!
Did I do it?
Yes. Aaron, try to go back into the
You
dice
have to
thing.
highlight the
Oops.
GM.
All right.
That was two of them.
And I'm taking the first one, okay?
No, I mean what do you mean the first one?
Well,
Sorry.
the one that you just whispered to me is you rolled 2d12.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. Thank you.
Yep,
Yeah,
no
that was
problem.
an accident.
So I'm just counting the first one. Okay. And then all right.
To bluff? What would you roll in a situation like this?
We'll get to that in a
Or
second.
to, I don't know, keep a poker face? I'm trying to figure out. Go
Now,
ahead. Sorry.
here is one thing. Titus has proficiency with the playing cards. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm sorry. I thought we swapped out playing card proficiency for another proficiency.
I got another one when I joined Mastermind.
Got
Right.
it. So Petra, does Petra have proficiency with the playing card tools? It would just say under proficiency.
The one I took away was at first level, and that was dice to get the loot.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. So
No.
I'm going to say, just because it is in character, obviously Petra is passingly familiar with games of chance, giving her background, but not to the point of like where you would be able to sit down and explain the rules to somebody. You kind of pick up on it quickly, but you don't know the specifics. Titus, having the proficiency, knows exactly what's happening here. Three Dragon Ante is a card game consisting of a 3-card hand. There is no turn like in Texas Hold'em. It is, you get 3 cards in your hand, and that hand is yours, and you don't reveal it until the end. So there is basically the best hand is 3 1s. If you get 3 1s, that's called 3 dragons. Then followed by that, 3 12s, 3 11s, 3 10s. 3 of any kind of card together is called a 3-way, and the 3-way is the best hand you can get.
Sorry.
And
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's more than a good hand that you get in a 3-way, but yeah.
Yeah, so but it's asynchronous because 3 1s are actually the best 3-way that you can get. Then after that, it is the best pair you can get, but pairs actually start at 12 and go down to 1s. Okay, and then after that, if nobody has a pair and nobody has a 3-way, then it's just the highest sum of what you combine your 3 cards to be. Okay. Any questions? Because Titus would know all this with your proficiency.
So many questions, but keep going.
Petra does have so many questions.
It sounds like
Always.
a play on just regular cards.
Essentially, yep.
you're
It's just
just trying
basically it's a
I'm just a
3.
kinetic learner, so card games are really hard unless I'm actually playing them. But
Right.
I'll try.
So yeah, this is just like it's a 3-card hand. 3 of a kind is the best, then pair, then just the combination
and the best
of
3
your
of the
cards.
kind is like aces.
Yeah,
All
right.
But it's
But it's
ones.
only in the case of 3 of a kind is 3 1s the best. In everything else, aces are actually the lowest. Okay.
All right. Gotcha.
All right. So at this point, dealer just looks at the two of you and says, "Bet's open. Minimum bet's a gold."
Well, when we roll something, is that the card we got?
Yep, that's the card you just got.
I put in 2 gold.
Petra looks at the dealer and says, "Now, if we have a really good card, how much gold would you tell me to bet, darling?" Just curious, because I don't know how to play this game.
Minimum bet's a gold. There is no maximum.
I believe you should bet
But-
10 gold if you have a really good card right now.
I will get to you later, darling. But if you were me, how much gold would you bet?
Kind of like leaning back like I'm looking at her, but I'm actually eyeing her ass where her tail's at, and then I come back.
Okay. Like, if it's a good card, you would want to raise.
What does raise mean? Does that mean I bet more?
It means you're going to put in the gold that he put in, and then you're
The
going to put
one.
more in on top of it, however much you want.
Okay. Then I will put 4 more gold in with that 1.
I want to show Isaac.
So 5 total, please.
We have brownies. Sorry.
And Isaac immediately
It will
is
be back.
fantastic. All right, so Petra put in a gold and raised how many? Raised 4. So the bet's now 5.
Wow. Anybody else playing at the
Is that
table?
too
No,
much?
for to be easy, I'm not throwing NPCs into this.
Okay.
Petra looks around wildly and goes, "Was that too many?"
At this point, do I call to get another card, or
Well, you'd have to call and put in the 4, and then you'd go on to the next round.
yeah, I'll call and put in the 4.
Okay, now I want both of you to roll an insight check and a deception check to maintain your poker face.
Do we whisper those to you?
You don't have to.
Okay. Insight. And what was it? Deception?
And deception.
Ugh.
Okay. So with all of the bravado, Petra, you actually get the feeling that Titus may actually be sitting on something that's halfway decent. You still don't understand the specific rules of the game, but Titus with a 19 insight against a 20 deception, you think this whole thing might be an act, but you're not really sure. For the first time in the back of your mind, you're like, maybe she has no idea what she's doing.
Maybe she really is that dumb.
Maybe she's not playing.
Is she
All right.
sitting there?
All right, so just please keep track of the fact that you guys are both six in.
I
now,
wish I had
okay?
a coin. I mean, a paper and pencil.
Okay, so I will just say the pot is now 6 gold. Okay, I'll
All
keep
right.
track of that.
Thank you.
All right, both of you guys, please whisper me another D12. Okay.
Did it come through? Oh, there it goes.
Yep. Bet's open. Call will be to the catfolk.
It is
Catfolk?
Tabaxi,
that's
so.
me.
Tabaxi, sorry. I can't keep track of all of the names. We see every walk of life around here.
Oh, I can't keep track of all of my names either.
You will
But
never
you can
see
call me
another like
Goddess
her.
if you'd like. That's the one I'm most commonly known as. Goddess Divine, actually. Okay. What did I bet last time? 4? 5.
5 total.
Okay. I want to do 3 more this time.
Bet is 3 to the gentleman.
3 more, including the ones that I bet last time. So
Right.
8,
They
I
stay in the
think?
pot. They stay
Yeah.
in the pot. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
So another
so-
8 this time. 8.
Oh,
get-
you're putting 8 in
Yes.
to-
Yes.
on
yes.
top of what's on there. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the bet is 8 gold to the gentleman.
8 gold. And I put the 8 gold in and look over at her and then look at the dealer and be like, and I raise her 4 more.
That must mean you have something, right?
It might mean I have everything.
Ooh. You're getting better at this trash talking thing.
I was always good at it.
That is
I'm sure by
4.
the time at the end of the game you'll be better than me, maybe.
Well, you have to think, I've not had any alcohol.
And I've had way too much steer, so.
Steer?
Dealer just says, so it all kind of balances out, really, if you think about it.
I agree with you, sir.
All right. So the bet is 4 more to you, sir. Are you in?
Oh, she raised it again?
Yeah. Oh, no,
Oh.
you raised it 4, right?
Yeah, I raised it
Sorry.
4 to her.
Okay. Sorry. So are we in, Madam Tabaxi?
Of course. 4 more.
All right. So each of you are now in 18 gold.
Okay.
All right.
Now
So-
what?
Last card coming out. Whisper me another D12, please. All right. Do you guys are you guys keeping track of what your rolls were so you know what your hand is? I probably should have asked that before now.
I am.
Okay. Yeah, you good? Okay, cool. All right. Last round of betting. Open to you, sir.
1 second. um I then kind of side eye her, like I'm not really sure. Kind of like I'm worried. Do I need to roll anything? And then be like, yeah, I might as well. Put 20 gold down.
Okay. 20 gold to the lady.
Okay, well, I think I'm catching on to this whole thing. So, what I think I'd like to do is also put in 20 gold. Or do I need to put in more?
More, please.
What would you do? She
More.
asks the dealer.
More.
I guess I'll just do 20 this time. It's not like I have anything to lose, but yeah, okay.
Check the
20
chat.
it is.
Okay. All right. So the pot is 38 gold
Each.
each.
Wow.
Yeah, but of course you're going to get your 38 back.
Yeah,
So basically
yeah.
you're standing to make 38. It's like, all right, that's call.
Well,
What does that mean?
This is when you show your cards.
Oh, do you show them first or do I?
We do it all at the same time.
I'll show yours if you show mine. Wink.
Okay.
You figure out what that means later.
And then I'll set the cards down.
All right. So Petra is sitting on an 11, a 3, and a 2. Titus is sitting on an 11, a 3, and a 1. By 1 point, Petra wins the pot.
And you win,
Did
my
I
lady.
do it?
You
What
won.
happened? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank goodness. That was all the money that I had. I thought I was doing poorly. Whew. Well played, sir.
Ben, mark off 38 gold on Titus's character sheet, and Petra, mark 38 up on yours.
Wow, 1 point.
Yeah, that was
That's
pretty
funny.
epic.
That was pretty cool.
While everybody is distracted with me winning or with Petra winning, can Petra pick a couple pockets?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, she's still waiting to do that.
Go ahead and tell you what, go ahead and give me 5 sleight of hand checks just to account for the whole evening. Lowest is a 14. Yeah, are you just going for straight coin or what are you going for?
Going for whatever her grubby little hands can grab.
She's got a plus 10 on sleight of hand. God damn.
Yeah. Expertise, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, so we will say that you
She would especially target Titus's pockets though also when he's distracted.
Okay.
Because he annoys her.
Do I notice this at all?
That actually for that we're gonna do a specific sleight of hand versus perception. So go ahead and give me one more sleight of hand, Aaron. So you got to beat a 21 on a perception
God
roll.
Damn. Do I see her picking any pockets?
Well, roll me a perception check.
There ain't no way I'm going to see that. I just got a 20.
Yeah. You don't notice her picking yours, but you notice her picking 3 other people's pockets leading up to that moment. So you are aware of what she's doing.
Okay. Okay. What does she get from me?
I don't know. You're just going for gold from him, or what are you going for?
Like I said, whatever her grubby little hands can reach.
Okay, so hold on.
So I'll leave that up to your discretion.
Cool. Hold on real quick.
With that roll, she could probably
She's being
steal
petty.
my
She'll
clothes.
grab anything. It's not even about gold. It's just about being petty.
Right. Hold on here 1 second.
She better not pickpocket my pistol.
That would be kind of amazing, but yes. So let me see here.
That would be poetic.
Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to go into my campaigns. Bring up Titus's character sheet.
Well, he's got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Including like his magical pouches.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, so let me
you got
go
plenty to roll for.
Yeah, whatever you think is pettiest. Where do we go? How? Sweet child of mine.
Yeah, so I'll just roll. Okay. All right. Actually, you come up, strangely enough, with a handful of incense. Like, just like you look down and it feels weird. Like for a second, you're just like, what the hell is it? You look down, it's like little cones of incense.
Nerd.
Oh my god.
She can she slip them into someone else's pocket that she just pickpocketed?
Roll me another sleight of hand.
God, at this point, does she even need to roll?
Yeah, she just wants to go, ugh, nerd, and slip into someone else's pocket.
Yeah.
Just for shits.
None the wiser, just like a passing halfling. You just kind of like right into his backpack.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Question: did Petra accept the guard position?
No. She is sitting this one out.
Free as a bird.
Emma is sort of, now that the pig's free, she's sort of walking around like trying to look all tough in her new outfit, looking around for ne'er-do-wells.
There's plenty of ne'er-do-wells to be found.
Do I spot Petra stealing shit?
Roll me a d20.
Okay, hold on.
Stop foiling my plan.
As Petra is scooping up the gold that she just won, I'm going to look over at her and I'm going to be like, if we do this right and we play these games correctly, me and you could really rack in some money together.
We could we? I could just continue to play the games my way and rack in my own money. But if you think you can sweeten the pot, by all means, make me an offer.
50-50? You keep what you've already won.
I keep what I've already rightfully won, and then you take half of the rest that I already rightfully win?
If I win,
thank you.
If I win and you win, we put the pot together, then we split it 50-50.
I don't need to gamble to get money. I'm just fine, thank you. I just did this to weaken your ego, and then Petra flounces away with a whip of her tail to his chin.
That bitch.
Sorry, just responding to private messages. All right. So
Petra walks out and does she see anybody in the street, just like any local business people or stands or anything?
Everywhere. I mean, not local business people, because there is nobody local to Bright Hollow except the keepers, but Yeah.
Anyone with like kids or it looks like they don't have a lot of business
uh,
or
roll
any
per-
beggars on the street?
roll a perception check. No, everybody's here. Just basically is looking like they're here for a good time. If anybody is in a dire situation for the night, they have forgotten it. And yes, there are people running around with kids, but the kids seem to be having the time of their life. I mean, there is no sense of like hardship here tonight.
Okay, well, Petra then approaches the nearest child and gives the nearest child her 38 gold and then just keeps walking. Like tosses the bag into the child's hands and just keeps walking.
Okay. And like did you say you were trying to sneak it in there or you were just handing it to her?
No, she just she just tosses it to the kid like it's a game of catch.
It's Petra Hood.
Just grabs it and is like, I'm going to buy so much candy, and just runs away.
Good.
Yeah, so the night is free and wild, and if there is anything you want to do, we can play more gambling games because I spent some time making sure that we had this fun stuff to do, or play one of the festival games or whatever you want to do. But the feeling is one of absolute not a care in the world, like to hell with tomorrow, we're here for tonight. And it's just basically each progressive hour, I would say it's probably now about midnight, and it's like every progressive hour, instead of winding down, it seems to be ramping up. And like you've got people now have just set up like little makeshift stages where they just find like basically a sheet of wood and lay it alongside the road, and they're playing with the case for their loot open, and people are tossing coppers in, or just, people are trying to make the stage. And
hey, Shannon,
Petra will toss 5 gold into everyone that she passes down the way.
Shannon, you
However
remember
many
What's
that?
up?
it is.
You remember that night when we learned one red hen?
yes, I remember parts of that night.
Well, that's pretty much Titus, but he's
Yeah.
not drinking.
Okay, gotcha.
He's just riding the flow and will sit on a swing set watching the sunrise. If he gets invited to do something, he'll do that for a little while, and then so if anything catches his eye, or you would just like to play out that you built, we say I'm doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Isaac, just to respond directly to you, honestly, actually, yes, it probably would be breaking the rules and is therefore heavily encouraged here.
Okay. Emma's gonna go and get. Is Petra? Does Emma find Petra?
Yes.
She's looking for Petra at this point.
Just for the narrative sake of awesomeness, yes, we will say at some point in the small hours, you guys reconvene near the center stage in the middle.
Emma like comes up to them, to the group, and is like, "Guys, can I show you something?"
Petra's part of this group, yeah.
I look down at her and I'm like, "Who are you?
What do you mean?
Who are you?
Yeah, who
Is
are
that-
you, small thing?
Is that Emma?"
Oh yeah, they've not seen the new outfit, have they?
Right? Yeah. She's had a haircut.
She's
She's
clean.
got clothes. She's clean. The
Petra
clothes are
says,
actually a
"Huh."
nice cut.
Imagine that, and skips away.
Yeah.
You get back here. Follow me. And Emma just like starts this confident stride directly towards wherever the fisticuffs are.
Yep. So you guys watch her. If you're zoomed in on the center stage in the town square, to this building right here on basically the southwest corner of the square, which you guys know is a drinking hall, but it is the drinking hall where the fisticuffs is taking place.
Does she know where she's going? Looking over at Petra.
I know where I'm going.
No, does Emma know where she's going? That's where they fight for alcohol.
Oh my God, let's go. That sounds amazing. And she skips in the direction of Emma.
Okay. And so you guys head that way.
I imagine Emma's been
Morlo and
watching
Toe,
this.
because it's, why don't we just say that everybody's together for this? It's fantastic.
Imagine-
Strangely enough, Felix and Xanthion nowhere to be found.
Mhm.
Natari was here earlier, but he kind of disappeared. You haven't seen him either.
Which
He
is
sort of. We saw him like get frozen a block of ice at one point.
Yeah, it was weird. Like at some point, like he was just in the middle of a conversation with somebody, and then he just kind of stopped moving. We'll say that he's petrified right now. Sure.
He's
Yeah.
in carbonite.
That's what I tell my lovers in the morning when I'm done with them. You've just been petrified.
Petra gets inspiration.
Sorry.
Petra gets inspiration.
Petrified. You've been petrified. All right, so you guys walk into the Fisticuffs Hall. Let me give you,
you got
guys
a map
tokens.
for each one of these rooms, don't you? Buildings.
Loving it. Bloodstains everywhere.
Maybe.
Shannon does not wish to divulge that information at this time.
Amazing. No, I see them. I'm not asking. I'm just stating.
I'm just, I'll just say, I'm equal parts like proud and ashamed of myself.
No shame here.
Is that the same thing about the amount of time it took you to set up the fireworks animation?
Oh yeah.
You
Bright Hollow.
dazzled so many people in this apartment. You have no idea, though.
Bright Hollow has been being worked on since before session 1.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right, so we've got Petra. We've got Titus. We have got Morlo.
And then just Emma in the front with a confident stride.
And then leading the pack confidently is the 10-year-old girl.
Okay, Emma, I imagine like is it like a champion system, like you can fight whoever's in the lead or what?
Nope, it is just there is a table. If you scroll all the way up, this bar back here is currently manned, and behind him, behind the guy who is manning the betting pit, on the wall behind him, there is just a big chalkboard full of different names, and you just basically pay your 2 gold to put your name on the board, and then just at random, after somebody beats the shit out of somebody else and they pull them out of the pit, they just call 2 names at random, and then those 2 people go in and start fighting each other.
Emma is gonna just stroll up to the to that bar and be like, "Hello, I would like to join."
So you go stumbling up to this bar, passing through. This place at this point definitely smells like ale and vomit, and like you go right up, make a beeline behind to this bar where this grizzled looking dwarf, bald, like completely shaved head with
I feel like he sees a
braided
10-year-old
beard.
girl stroll up and he's not even surprised. Like he's seen it all at this point.
He's missing an eye, but is not wearing an eye patch, and he's got a big, thick gold hoop earring through both his left ear and his left nostril, and he's just like tallying marks and everything, counting out gold pieces. And you walk up, and, what do you want?
I would like to join. I would like to do a fight.
In that time, Morlo has come up and he wants to intervene and say, "You know what you're doing, Emma."
Yeah.
Okay.
I just picture in Morlo's mind, he's like, I'm going to have to kill every motherfucker in here.
That sigh of resignation gets Morlo inspiration. That was amazing. Okay. All right. So,
You know what? At some point, you're just going to have to deal with the consequences of your actions, Emma, and I can't protect you for forever. So have at it, you little gutter snipe.
you guys look over at the line of people waiting for their turn to go into the pit, and they are all like barrel chested, and like a guy's like taping up his like knuckles, and you can see like glass and like like
Oh.
tacks sticking through, and like some guys are just like bloodied and beaten. They've already been in a couple of times, and like there's just like some teeth scattered across the floor. And
Petra would like to turn to the audience and say, 100 gold on the little girl.
we haven't opened up the betting for that yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold
You're
your
refusing
horses.
100 gold?
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna put your name down, but let me call her name first. You little girl. Okay, 2 gold. I need your 2 gold. You don't get in for free.
Emma puts in 2 gold.
Mark 2 gold off on your character sheet. It's like, okay, well, we've got a new entrant, I guess. What's your name?
Emma.
Emma. And he just goes around and writes Emma up on the wall behind him.
And then Petra interrupts again and says, 100 gold on the Tiny Terror Crotch Goblin. And then she casts Prestidigitation to do some like little, pyrotechnics for her, like in a, WWE match.
Yep.
If I
Nice. Nice.
Give her
You may.
ring entrance pyro. I love it.
Yep.
I'm looking over at Morlo and just be like, are we really going to let this happen?
Marlo, as Marlo sighs and agrees with Emma, he walks around.
You're
to the room.
you're not only going to let this happen, you're going to coach her through this. So let's go, Tiny Terror Crotch Goblin.
Marlo's going to pull out the walking axe and just kind of have it, almost like he's standing guard against the wall there, right in the center room.
Question.
Yes.
Are spells allowed?
No, it has to be barehanded fighting.
Not like fighting spells, just like defense spells.
Petra spells?
That you guys would just have to try and find out what happens.
Well, I'll just ask the guy.
Oh.
Are defense spells allowed?
No armor, no spells.
Well, it seems I have 100 gold on you, Miss Missy, so you better deliver. Get
And
on
so-
in there, and she pats her on the shoulder and
Right
shoves
about
her
now,
in.
there's this chatter that's just going on. There's a kid. There's a little girl who's fighting. I'm not gonna fight a little. If they call my name, this guy's like, I'll fight a little girl for half the pot. You better believe it. I'll break her in half. And then this. Well, you know what? I've had a good night. I'm gonna bet some on the little girl too. And all right, so after a couple of fights, they call your name, Emma.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Please tell me I'm fighting this giant burly man.
And then let me get.
Petra's gonna stay as close to Emma as possible while she gets ready.
Yep, you guys can just position your
Before she goes down the ladder, I'm going to walk by her and just tap her on the shoulders and give her gift of alacrity, or however.
Alacrity?
gift of alacrity.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that do again?
It gives you a D8 to initiative.
All right.
Petra's gonna give her bardic inspiration while she addresses the audience and says, "The Feywild Fury, the Tiny Terror, the Crotch Goblin, Emma will face this common schlep over here with an attitude. So should make for an interesting fight, everybody. Have at you, darling." And she gives her a little kiss on her forehead. "I believe in you," and then
Get
goes
outta
off
here.
into the corner. And yeah, imbues her with bardic inspiration when he gives her a little kiss on the forehead.
All right. So Emma has bardic inspiration.
and gift of alacrity.
All right,
And
so-
I am going to be using Master of Tactics to give her the help action every time.
hey. Okay, good to know.
So I have advantage on every roll.
Yeah.
Is that bardic
Oh my
inspiration? So you got
God.
bardic- What is your bardic inspiration die, Petra?
I think it's D8 right now. Wouldn't it be?
D6.
D6. Okay. All right, so Petra, you climb back up out of the pit.
What can Bardic Inspiration be used on? I forget. Ability checks, saving throw. Can you use it on
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, so let
Can't
me
use it on skills.
Attack rolls.
Man, just in what we just gave her, she's a pretty badass person. But I don't know about this. I'm curious to see how this is going to happen. I hope she dies. It'd be awesome. Well, I mean, it's one of the things that is least likely to happen in situations like that, and that's what I'm always excited to see is the least expected thing.
If
Yes.
Emma dies, I don't know if my heart can handle that, buddy. I'm on Medicaid, so I'm gonna be careful with this shit.
Okay.
Emma just gets in and gets fucking downed in one punch.
She's out for a week.
Please. For the love of God.
Man, don't pull no punches, Shannon. Come on, let's let this girl go down.
Do you want to see me
no,
crumble?
sorry. No.
Do you want to destroy my soul?
It's the least likely thing to happen.
So okay. So we get into the ring. What does this guy look like?
Okay, so it's about 6'2", with big bear arms. He's got a leather strap tied around one arm. Big like mullet of like dark hair, like party in the front or business in the front, party in the back.
Did you say he's got the right to bear arms?
You bet it. You betcha he does. And like big like lamb chop sideburns.
What's his general attitude look like? Does he look like I'm gonna beat the shit out of this little girl?
So he's like, it's like basically, yeah, it's kind of like one of those situations where it's like somebody like offers you like $50 to like kiss a meth head or something like that. It's like it's something you really don't want to do, but the money is just too good to pass up.
Shannon, can Petra get up close to the opponent and cast Vicious Mockery real quick and say one final thing addressing the audience covertly while casting Vicious Mockery?
All right, so you're wanting to do Vicious Mockery,
but like, yeah, want to address the audience and like passive aggressively cast it on him.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so Petra pats him on the shoulder and turns to the audience and says, "Will this heartless bilge rat beat down this tiny little defenseless child? Will he stoop so low as to win this just for the money and crush a little child unto certain death? Only he can decide. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble." And then she bows her head and backs out of the ring.
What saving throw is Vicious Mockery?
Wisdom, I think.
Wisdom.
And what's your spell save DC?
14.
Yep, that's a failure.
Yeah.
So how much damage does that do?
He just passes out immediately.
D4. Yeah, D4. What level are we at right now?
You're 5th
4,
level,
never
I
mind.
think.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then 2D4.
Okay, and what's the other effect? Actually, will you just tip it over?
Yeah.
Psychic. Okay, and I think there's a secondary effect of it too. Hold on.
It has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Before the end of its next turn. Okay. All right, so we'll see if 6 seconds pass before that happens. Okay, so it did 5 psychic damage. All right.
And Emma, I would just like to note that Emma sitting in here, like getting ready to face this big burly man in one-on-one melee combat, is just like smiling ear to ear, like almost bouncing on her toes.
All right, so Petra rejoins her companions.
Also smiling ear to ear.
Okay.
I don't think this is a good idea, you two.
Emma asks her opponent, "You ready?"
She is her own woman. She may make her own decisions.
Okay.
I support her no matter what. Go on, little nugget. I believe in you.
Hold on just one second. So yeah, at this point,
I have a D8 to initiative, correct?
You add a
Gift of
D8.
alacrity.
You add a D8
Okay.
to initiative.
so at this point, Dylan just walks up and leans on the wall next to Petra and just says, "I think this is the worst idea I've ever heard, so I'm 100% here for it." Just takes a drink.
I think you don't realize that I just cast some psychic damage on that poor fool. But we'll see how we do.
You're good.
If you want to, cast a little side bet, I'm in. I'm only down 100 gold if she loses already, so I may as well, bet some
That's-
more.
True enough. True enough. All right. Isaac,
Yeah.
I need you to roll initiative.
All right. Hold on. $26.
Jesus.
Blinded by the light.
All right. And while the music isn't necessarily like fight appropriate, I mean, I'm not turning off Bardcore Desposito, so
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to fight to that.
This isn't Despacito.
Blinded by the
Oh,
light.
blinded by the
Weeknd.
light. Sorry. I do
Yeah.
have I do have Desposito in
Please,
here.
next, yes.
Okay. I get those two songs confused all the time.
Ow! Those are very different things.
Have similar
Oh.
keys.
Jim.
Jim is
All
back
songs
finally.
have similar keys.
Okay, no.
All the popular ones do.
I think you mean chord progressions.
Yeah, that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're similar in key, like within a step or two.
All right. Where's add turn? Oh, there it is. Jim.
He
At
has
this time,
returned.
Jim just happens to walk in.
Yes,
See it,
actually.
Jim?
So what was the addition to that? Not that it matters. You're going first anyway, but
That was the 5. It was a total of 26.
26. All right, your initiative is 26. So he rolled well. And then well, just to keep track of how long this is taking, we will add a round counter. +1. Add 1. So Natari comes stumbling into the bar. And
Listen to them.
oh,
Never
sorry,
mind,
my
wasn't
bad.
muted.
My bad. So yeah, Natari, after carousing for a while, you catch up with your friends at one of the drinking halls, and as you walk in and spot your friends across the way in this back room of this drinking hall, you're walking around to them, and you notice that the 10-year-old girl member of your party is in a bare knuckle boxing fighting pit, like sand pit, with a guy who's about 6'2".
What the?
So yeah, it might be a good thing that we have a life cleric in the house.
Petra turns to him and says, "Hey, you want in on this action? There's 100 gold riding on this, father. Padre."
And at this point, like the betting is like 96% for the dude and like a couple of bets for Emma that have basically just been like made in jest. So
It's like, why
Also,
not?
Padre, if you have any prayers you can throw up to whatever God's dick you're sucking, that would be really great right now to just go ahead and help us out here, okay?
You're going.
It's a 10-year-old against a full-grown adult, so anything you can do to help her out would be to your benefit.
Why are we letting this happen?
We didn't let this happen. She is her own woman. She made this
Is
decision.
it starting yet?
I'm just choosing to support her.
and the guy at the very end, opposite of you, Jim, leans past Petra and is just like, "I'm just here because this is a terrible idea."
Aren't we all? Dear
Top
friends?
of round 1.
Just so
Emma,
Natari knows,
you're up.
Morlo is standing with his walking axe drawn and just kind of waiting right in the middle. So we know this is a bad idea. We're prepared.
Ready some spells, Padre.
Just to be clear, Logan's not here today, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and we're still in this predicament.
Somebody
Yeah,
else had to step up with the really bad decisions in Logan's absence.
Apparently, it was Isaac.
All right. Top of the round, you're up, Isaac.
I turn into a velociraptor.
Is that an
course.
action or a bonus action?
It is an action because I'm not Moon.
Okay, and hold on, just one.
I'm just going to type out your obituary now.
All right.
Or no, before she does it, she like gives him a wave and she goes, "Good luck!" And then she just shapeshifts into a velociraptor.
Nice. Oh, I know.
I'm looking over at Morlo, and I'm going to be like, "Do you know she could do that?"
Petra's gonna yell, "That's my girl!"
I did not know. But on these drugs, it's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's on Volos. That's why. Hold on.
Petra yells, "Behold the tiny terror!" And lets off more little prestidigitation fireworks to
Is it a
rile everybody up.
Is it a
and distract them.
velociraptor that is the same size as Emma?
You just when you wild shape, you take the creature's like stats, like its regular stat sheet, right?
I do.
Isaac. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not a moon druid, is she?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I know I've got a dinosaur thing here somewhere.
Also, Shannon, just as soon as Petra can cast Vicious Mockery again, she's just going to keep doing it from the sidelines. So no rush, but yeah, just on your radar.
Good to know. Good to know.
Thanks.
Okay, cool.
Picture a velociraptor with boxing gloves.
Oh, why am I doing it this way? I can do it this way.
And a bow on the top of her head, please.
Shannon, I would also like to request that this man get death saves so I do not murder him.
Oh no. Yeah. No, it's kind of an agreed thing that if anybody actually lands the killing blow in one of these things, they're gonna deal non-lethal damage. Nobody here is out to kill anybody.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
With hot pink manicured talons, please.
Mm-hmm.
20 token.
Of course.
He's about to get his ass kicked by the cutest little velociraptor with the best manicure and the best nails in the whole bar.
Let's see here. Okay, that works. Sure, it's close enough. Let's see. Why is it not working? Sorry about this, guys. Maybe that is in the monster manual? Nope. Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. Let me get back on the right page. So, and you have got the stats for the Velociraptor, Emma?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Emma disappears, and in her place, all right, is a Velociraptor, which we'll just use this Tyrannosaurus for Velociraptor.
Holy shit.
And
Yeah.
How big was it?
yeah, I don't know if you actually looked it over, but it's a tiny creature.
Oh, I know.
So it's basically
This is actually the Velociraptor, not. I think it was an Allosaurus that was what was in the basic, like the typical Jurassic Park.
yeah.
As soon as that happens, Petra would like to go, behold the tiny tear, and then let out an evil laugh as another vicious mockery. And then as soon as she sees the literal tiny tear, she goes, oh. And does like a John Travolta, like, you know, from Pulp
Like
Fiction.
a double take.
Yeah.
All right, you should have control of that token now.
I
All right.
and
Any movement? Your action was wild shaping.
10, 15, 20. Just get in range.
Then we'll move you down to that corner. All right. Great. So at this point, the crowd just seeing this child like actually start to shrink. They're like, what? And then they see like it's a little tiny like dinosaur chicken, and it just goes running toward. And at this point, everybody in the crowd is just erupting in cheers. Like it is the biggest pop at WrestleMania that you have ever heard. It is like they are here for this, and like so the. All right, so.
Titus is just screaming out, "This little girl's got balls!"
what is a Velociraptor's armor class?
A Velociraptor's armor class is 13.
13. All right, so that is going to be a hit. So this guy just reaches down and poof, and you take 3 points of damage on as this guy just clocks the Velociraptor on the top of the head.
Okay.
Can Petra snuff out the lights with prestidigitation in the hopes that maybe maybe Emma will see?
After that happens, Titus is going to be like, nah.
Okay. Nah, still happens.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It is weird though. You guys notice as the guy is like punching down, and like all of a sudden it's like for a second he freezes and then like changes position again. Like the hand appears like it's in 3 different places at once, and that all just happens in like a split second, and then pops the Velociraptor on top of the head.
Well, shucks.
All right. How many hit points does a Velociraptor have?
10.
Okay, so you're at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is your turn, top of round 2.
I'm gonna make an attack.
Bite him in the kneecaps to give him the help action.
she goes directly for those kneecaps.
Is that a crit? Did you just crit? Did
I
the
crit.
Velociraptor just crit?
I didn't roll the second die.
Oh, you must not have it set up to automatically roll a crit. So,
Let me
or wait, no, that's what did you get here?
did it
So
roll the
it's
second die? No, it just rolled one.
well, no,
It says critical damage +2.
yeah. I just don't know
Piercing
what the
damage.
2 plus means. So it's 1d6 plus 2, and you rolled a 2, so that's 4 plus another d6, which you rolled a 2. So yeah, it's 6 points of damage total.
Hold on. What? Okay. It's a d6. It didn't roll the other d6.
That's what the 2 is.
No,
Where's-
that it's a d6 plus 2. Like that's the base damage.
Right, and that's what the 4 is. It's a 2 plus 2.
Is it?
Yeah. If you actually
Oh, I
hover
see
over it,
it.
it pops up. And then the 2 is the second d6. So you rolled 2 2s. You rolled a 2 on each of the d6s, then plus
Okay.
2. So it's 6 damage total. All right, so that's 6. And don't forget your Velocer multi-attack.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing. And so she bites him in the kneecaps, and then just goes to scratch at his shin or something.
All right, roll.
Does that hit?
And yeah, 12 hits. He's got an 11 armor class, so that is another 6 damage. So Emma turns into a dinosaur chicken and comes sprinting forward. And as it sprints forward, the guy does the weird glitch thing, pops him in top of the head. And as soon as the blow lands, the dinosaur just kind of turns into the Tasmanian devil, just like.
Titus can't help it. He's just over here belly laughing at
The
at
laughs.
the
I mean, it's like
situation.
everybody in the tavern is laughing at this point.
I feel like this guy's leg from like the knee down is just torn up.
You turned his pants into shorts for sure.
You guys wanted Desposito. Let me turn that back on.
It was play.
I know for some reason it reset. No.
Oh
that's not
darn,
it.
we have to listen to it again from the beginning.
That All-Star?
No. Yeah, that's All Star. Poker Face, Hips Don't Lie, Old Town Road, Desposito. There we go. I have been collecting bardcore music for like 3 weeks getting ready for this.
Do you listen to Hildegard von Blingen?
Yes, I love Hildegard von Blingen. I just didn't want to
Orinoco
do.
Flow is Petra's theme song.
I just don't like doing anything with lyrics as the background music because it gets distracting. But yeah, you should also look up Algal the Bard. He's great, and he does all of the stuff. It's none of it is MIDI. He does it all like actual played instruments. Okay, so this guy being backed into a corner by a dinosaur chicken, he's actually going to take the disengage action and run away. Drawing a raucous chorus of boos from the surrounding people, but he just ducks and covers and runs to the other side of the fighting pit.
As he passes, does he pass Petra? Because she's like up at the ladder, like ready to jump in if she's needed.
Oh no, he's not like doing anything like that. He's just
Oh, okay, he's not jumping out or anything.
no, he's
okay.
he's getting his feeding. Well, first of all, he was already in like a place where he, is like, I have to fight a 10-year-old girl because that's my life. And then the 10-year-old girl turns into a velociraptor and then comes at him like a whirlwind of claws. Like basically she looks like a tiny version of the thing that almost killed Xanthion the night before you guys got to Bright Hollow. And top of round 3, Emma, you're up.
5, 10, 15. I'm attacking
Bite him in the other kneecap. Help action.
Right. So
And
go.
I'm gonna roll it since I got the help action. Rolling again, just to see if I crit. I did not crit.
No. All right. So we'll take the 6. So that is 6 piercing damage from the bite. Okay.
And then rolling the claw.
And the claws miss. But yeah, so basically the guy just like ducks and covers and runs, and the Velociraptor is just on his heels the whole way. Like, I mean, just like keeping pace with him the entire way, so that by the time he gets to the corner and turns around, he turns around just in time for the Velociraptor to jump up and just latch onto his like chest with his and like swiping with his claws. But because he's hanging on by his jaws, the claws are just like flailing wildly and aren't hitting anything. So all right, his turn. All right, that is going to be a hit. So you take another 3 points of damage as it's just like poof, poof, poof. And then
Alright, so I'm at 4.
Yep. And then actually I forgot this guy was supposed to get an extra attack last round. This guy does 2 attacks, but whatever. They'll just take it now. And a 17, so that's another 3 points of damage.
I'm at 1 health.
Okay, you're still hanging on as the Velociraptor. Okay, and he is he doesn't like being pinned into the corner, so he actually is going to move. So it's 5,
Put in
10.
the attack of opportunity.
He hasn't left your reach yet.
Please tell me he does.
No, he's not going to. He's going to stop right there. Top of round 4. The Velociraptor's up. Oh, I forgot. I didn't realize I have the turn on Emma's token, which is actually on the invisible layer. So let me add your turn so you can actually see your token. 26. There you go. All right, there you go. You're up.
All right.
And yeah, so you're.
I feel like it just whirls around, and I'm gonna make another attack.
Okay, yeah.
Go for his nuts!
The jugular.
Oh my god.
Mm. Woo.
Sweet dreams are made of that. Wow.
Woo. Oh my god.
Man, you're gonna kill this guy.
So the guy like curls around just trying to not get pinned down because he's been pinned down in 2 different corners by this dinosaur chicken at this point. And he just kind of curls around and he spins around and he's got his hands up and he's ready. And you just like a face hugger from Aliens, just like phoom. How do you want to do this? Like, this is the dropping blow. So are we going for lethal damage or are we just going?
No,
for
I don't want to do
knockout?
lethal.
Okay.
I'm gonna
It's
say
embarrassing damage.
she just jumps up and and like bites his nose off.
In like, if you've ever seen Batman Returns, where the penguin bites the dude's nose and it is just like an explosion of blood. And like for just a second, Velociraptor Emma is literally hanging from the tip of this dude's nose. Like just this like little like arms limp, tail limp, like literally just like, and then poof, falls off. And the guy is like, "Argh!" And the fight is called. The fight is called.
As the fight is called, Emma comes out of the Velociraptor, touches him on the shoulder and goes, "You did good," and she's gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
No, I'm sorry, buddy.
Beautiful.
Did you hear me, Shannon?
Say that again.
As the fight is called, Emma's gonna come out of the Velociraptor as there's the 10-year-old little girl, and like tap him on the shoulder, like reaching up to tap him on the shoulder, and be like, "You did good," and then cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, and he says what? It's all right.
Emma, as she comes out of Velociraptor, she's like reaches up to tap him on the shoulder, and she goes, "You did good," and casts his Cure Wounds on him.
It feels the nose that wasn't there a second ago. Like, thank you, and just shuffles away. Starts climbing the ladder. Yeah, at this point, the dwarf who is like the pit master is like down there and like making sure that the fight's separated. And then like as he's making sure that like the guy leaves and doesn't try anything stupid to like avenge his injured pride or whatever, you just notice he kind of the dwarf looks at you and just kind of like
Dominique, what's
and then
this?
goes crawling up.
So which one of you bilge rats
If
owes
he
me?
if he had said anything, you know, would have just been like,
Remember?
"I didn't cast any spells."
Holding the froggy.
All right, so
What are you holding? What's that?
you have never seen more people be happier about losing their ass in a bet than they just did. Like nobody seems to care. They just imagine that bet that they just lost was just the price of admission for the greatest show they have ever witnessed.
But
and
the one person who did win that bet, though.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
So-
talk about that at some point.
Petra, you go up to the better's pit or to the pit master's pit to claim your bet, and he's just money is coming in hand over fist. I mean, the guy pays you out your 100 with no, I mean, just like basically just by cobbling together like the money that's being thrown at him because of people losing their bets, and just like hands you your 100 gold. So mark that you're 100 gold up.
Can I?
Lovely.
Can we get rid of the Velociraptor?
Yeah, absolutely. But never in our hearts. That Velociraptor will be in our hearts forever.
I'm looking over at Morlo and I'm going to be like, I don't think we have anything to worry about her. She can take care of herself.
Didn't even use the bardic inspiration.
I didn't need it.
Yeah, right.
Never doubted you for a second, Cupcake.
Okay.
Well, you put 100 gold on me. I'd hope not.
Congratulations.
Emma's gonna climb out and be like, "Okay, well, how much gold was it that I get for winning? 4?
All right. So you get 4 plus. All right. So the guy is. Yeah, you're getting more than what it was supposed to be because, Lord, the house made so much money on you actually winning this fight because everybody was betting against you. So.
Do I get more than Petra?
Probably not, just because your share of it wouldn't be that high. Okay, so we'll do. Why is Petra exhausted? Aren't we all? Okay. You get. Oh, yeah, that's a nice round amount. You get 30 gold pieces.
I wanted more. Nope, they didn't.
Petra will toss her another 50.
All right.
And she just sort of looks at the guy and then looks at Petra and she's like, "Thank you." And then she just like skips off.
You earned it, Sugar Bear.
Yep. Dylan comes up to you, Petra, and it's just like, cute kid. I like her.
Taught her everything I know.
No,
She still
you
knows way
didn't.
more than I do. Well, you didn't let me finish. brat. I was trying to compliment you. She's actually just a giant brat.
I like her even more.
Right at
Takes
about
after me though.
right about at this point,
I don't even see Titus. Where is your token on the map? Oh, I see. Okay, so right at about this point, the three of you, Natari, Titus, and Morlo, all hanging out by the wall where you guys had been. You guys actually notice Jasper Coon and Paxador, the half-elf scout, come stumbling up, like just absolutely like schnockered out of their minds, and it's like hanging on each other, and it's like, that little girl is amazing.
Hey Shannon,
Yeah.
just for the beauty that it would be, can we say the one bandit dude that's terrified of Emma saw that fight?
Sounds good, man. That's impressive.
I have to say I was unaware of her abilities.
Nice. All right. Roll me a perception check. Let's call it a perception check. Natari and Morlo, you can get in on this if you want to as well. Yeah. So with this, say what?
Does Marlo have the sense yet that we can put the walking axe away?
Oh yeah, definitely,
All right.
definitely. With a 17 and a 21 and another 17. Yeah. Yeah. This is Jasper Coon and Paxador. So the wagon master that was with you guys and the scout that was with the back half of the caravan. Paxador was dead. Like Titus, you especially got the first view. Like you were standing there watching the caravan come in. Like his body was laid out in the back of a wagon.
Have I
covered
heard
up.
of magic that does this?
Yeah, with your Arcana.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's rare that somebody that powerful is around, right?
Well, yeah. You've
Right.
never actually seen it. You've just heard of it.
Well, welcome back, good sir.
Thanks. Glad to be here. Jasper just punches him in the arm and laughs.
Well, not many can say that they died and after an undead attack and that are still here to talk about it.
Jasper just says, I've got to say, that's probably the most interesting way either of us have died doing this job.
Oh, so it's happened before.
Oh, yeah. This guy just went one up on me. He owes me 50 gold. Punches him in the arm.
Just coming here?
Oh,
Does it-
yeah.
Holy crap! How many?
every
Is this place like cursed?
Oh, no, but trying to bring this much alcohol in certainly is.
Ah, who would have thought undead needed alcohol, right?
That's a first, let me tell you. Pax was like, yeah, I never saw that one coming.
So, do you know which direction these undead came from?
Well, they came out of the woods from the west. They were just on us in no time.
From what I've heard, most of them are coming from the west. Well, yeah. I'm sorry we were unable to aid you in that situation, good sir, but at least you're here again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all part of the job. It's one of the reasons I take this run. I know that I'm going to make it here one way or the other.
Ah, so I'm guessing someone that lives here, so the keepers I've heard them called. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. But it was actually that was the guy that brought me back this time. And he points over at Dylan.
Oh, kind of like giving another sign of like, holy shit, this guy's powerful. Oh,
Is Petra
okay.
within earshot of that?
Roll me a perception check. It is very loud, and the next fight is just about to get started. 13? Yeah, I'll say you hear that.
Interesting. You seem to have many tricks up your sleeve, Dylan.
I know a thing or two.
I kind of just nod my head to him like, respect. And, well, let me buy you a beer. Or,
Oh, no, please. He's buying us beers tonight, aren't you, Dylan, darling?
oh, I am not buying Dylan beer. I'm buying the one that was brought back to life a beer.
Paxidor just says, yeah, I could use another one. Let's go.
Yeah, come on. I'll
go
get
to
you
the
a
bar.
beer. I
Okay.
go up to the bar and I'm like, water for me, a beer for this man.
Petra hooks her arm around Dylan's and yanks him up to the bar for more drinks.
Mm-hmm. So you guys crowd
Charmingly,
around.
of course.
You guys crowd around the bar, which is actually the bar is outside of. So you guys move over to the other side of the building because there is an area that is just for drinking for the people who just want to be here as a drinking hall, as opposed to watching people get the crap beat out of each other. So you guys crowd around the bar, and you buy Paxidor a drink, and Dylan buys a round for the table, and you guys are having another round, hoisting. Dylan just raises his glass and says, "A toast to new friends and old friends and friends we've never made along the way. Here's to tonight."
Petra slams her paw down on the table and says, "To the Tiny Terror!"
To the Tiny Terror. And everybody hoists their glass to Emma. And the bartender looks at you, Titus, and says, "That'll be, that's a half-elf female, long braid of gold hair down her back, tied back with the points of her ears just barely showing." It's like, that'll be 3 copper for the elf's drink."
Emma steps up to the bar and she's like, "Do you have orange juice?"
Yeah, I'll be with you in just a second, sweetheart.
Petra slips.
I can't hear you, Ben.
I give her 1 silver, and in Elvish, I go, "Thank you, good madam."
And it's she's just like, "Huh, looks up at your lapels. Huh, you're an Octavius."
Of course. We decided to finally venture here. This place is amazing.
Tell me, are you the Amare line or the Lavius line?
People ask
the-
that a lot.
The kind of stumble over my words and go, Marvey line. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we got grape juice. And comes down to you, Isaac.
I wanted orange juice.
Orange juice? It's too early for oranges, but I do have grape juice.
Okay.
Pours you a,
Petra
How much is it?
pours you a glass of wine.
We're all trying to talk over each other. It's amazing.
It's a bar, dude. Of course you are.
Petra slips the pretty barmaid 5 gold and says, "For your troubles, for dealing with that airhead over there," and motions to Titus
Thank
and
you.
winks at her.
She winks back. Yeah. So she gives you a goblet of wine, Isaac.
Wine?
That's the kitty stuff. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Does it smell like alcohol?
No, smells like communion wine.
Hold on. Let me look at.
You looking at the menu?
Can I make the radius for
Roblox?
purify food?
Because you're not allowed. All right, say that again.
Can I make the radius for purified food and drink smaller?
No, but you could center it in a way that it only is going to catch yours.
Yeah. Do I want to spend the first level spell slot on that? No.
Shannon,
I think Emma still has the bottle of she just goes no thanks, and she takes out the bottle of already purified wine.
Got it.
Roll 20, chat.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Yeah, so anything anybody else wants to do?
Petra is going to go ahead and say, well, what time are you done over here, Miss Barmaid? And slip her another 5 gold, like the sugar mama that she is.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
Yep. So you go over to start flirting with her again, and not behind the bar anymore.
Oh no. All right, Dylan, I guess it's just you and me then. Where are we off to next?
And you guys stumble away into the evening. Ben, you
Yes.
make your way outside.
Okay. I am headed somewhere obscure. Somewhere unpopulated.
So I'm giving you the Bright Hollow map.
Is this that's running here, this little brown line?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fence?
It is
Have
it is a 3 foot tall like picket fence that outlines the orchard.
Okay. So I could climb over it pretty easily, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, and there's an entryway right up here that goes
I
into the
don't
cider
really
house.
want anyone to see me.
Okay.
So I'm wanting to find somewhere I can hide, and I'm thinking somewhere behind one of those trees up there, or down here in these trees.
Okay. So just which one do you want to do?
Let's do down here. It'd probably be easier. The orchards look like a perfect place for somebody to go fuck or something.
Okay. All right. So you disappear. Also, good. Not to interject here, but there is non-alcoholic apple cider available, Isaac, because this Bright Hollow has its own orchard and cider press. So you would have that option available if you want to do that instead.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, 2 copper pieces for a mug. So just mark that off. All right, so Titus disappears into the wooded area in the southwest corner, just outside of Bright Hollow. And go ahead and roll me another stealth check. Okay. So you feel like you're doing a pretty decent job of just like trying to be, you know, nondescript and just kind of fade out of the crowd. So
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is just kind of like pretending like I'm drunk and just stumbling away like nobody will really notice me.
Yep.
And then, I mean, it's probably going to take me a while to get to those woods. It's not like I'm making a beeline. I'm
Right.
meandering around kind of thing.
Okay.
So if you want to come back to me, that's fine. If not, we can go ahead.
What's everybody else doing? Does anybody want to do anything?
I'm gonna go brush Dominique's teeth.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Petra is off with Dylan, just chilling with Dylan. Isaac, what's Emma into?
Where's the lily? We at the center? Well, Emma would, I guess, drink her cider.
And yeah, by this point, we're pushing 2 a.m, probably. So everybody is starting to. While Bright Hollow itself is still going strong, those of you who keep a regular schedule are starting to get a little dragging, like a little.
At any point would I have been able to get in a short rest after the fight?
No, this is literally just after the fight.
Okay. I don't know what I want to do. Do I see the wizard's cat around?
Roll me a perception check. Okay, now roll me a flat d20.
Hey Jim, can you roll a d20 for me? Is that allowed? Can I have Jim roll?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, no, never happened to see him.
Damn.
I will say though,
was the pig ever caught?
No.
Do we still see it running around every now and then?
Yeah, every now and then you'll just spot it like hiding in a bush or something.
Tell them every now and then I get a little bit tired.
Okay.
What's that song?
Dean's over here singing Total Eclipse of the Heart for some reason.
I think he's really hungry.
Because it's that kind of night. Actually, I will say, as you guys are out and about, assuming that Morlo and Natari are probably sticking with the 10-year-old. Jim, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception. Oh, there it goes.
All right, so as you guys are stepping out and yeah, we'll go with the 16. It was the one that came first. So as you guys step out and you're walking around looking for the cat and the pig and just kind of seeing what is going on, your eyes kind of dart to the side for a second. You kind of do a double take because you see something that's attached to the wall of one of the buildings. Looks like it's just been nailed up there. And it's like one of those things where it's like you see it and you register what it is, and then you like look away, and then you're like, wait a minute. And then you look again because you're like, that I can't be seeing what I think I'm seeing. And you look over, and hold on just one second. Let me. See that nailed to the wall of one of the buildings, and you go up and you start looking at it, and your blood just runs cold because you haven't seen one of these in a very long time. It's actually the symbol of the Afflicted Communion, which is the Church of the Mother of Woe, which is the sworn enemy of the Blessed Mother. And actually, you haven't seen one of these. The last time you saw one of these was, hold on. Just gotta look something up real fast here. You haven't seen one of these since you left the Lapisades Monastery in the middle of the night when you were basically forced to run. And seeing it here in this place of celebration and revelry and intoxication just feels like completely out of place. It's like it's just your eyes are just drawn to it, and a chill goes down your back. And it's just roughly made with stick figures, like sticks made in a rough like stick figure with what looks to be maybe the skull maybe is a squirrel skull, something small, and then two like just horns put onto that skull. And you just stare at it for a second.
That's not good.
And it just seems to be hanging on the wall on a nail. Will you take it or will you leave it be?
Well, when they leave that's a mark of something, like they've been there or they're coming there, right?
Yep. And you know that the afflicted communion is banned all throughout Sangamet. They are not allowed to practice. If they are found, they are arrested. Like, worship of the Mother of Woe is forbidden by Trirexian law. So to see an open display of it like this is very peculiar.
That would indicate that somebody in the crowd is afflicted or associated with this.
Associated with the afflicted communion. Yep.
A spy among us. I don't need to bring it, but I need to bring it to the attention of the party.
Okay. So you take it off?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to take it off because I don't want it presented, but I just did.
So you reach up and you grab it and you take it off of the nail, and directly behind where it was hanging just says soon.
At least it didn't say red rum.
Ben, you make your way into the woods.
All right.
Woods and home before dark.
I am going to find somewhere shady to hide and see if I've been followed.
So roll me a stealth check to hide and a perception check to see if you've been followed. 18 for stealth. 14 for perception. Okay.
And I'm going to wait for 10 minutes.
Okay. So you find a little spot in the trees where the trees are just a little bit thicker, and you feel pretty well concealed. Like, from here, you really can't even make out the lights from Bright Hollow. Like, I mean, obviously you can tell the sky is eliminated. The sky is illuminated over that way, but you're pretty well concealed. And then you start to look around, and you turn, and there's a guy leaning up against the tree right behind where you're standing. He's wearing white shirt, black hair, pulled back in a ponytail, hoop earrings in each ear, got a rapier by his left side, leather breeches down to riding boots.
Does he look like he's been there for a while?
Nope. I mean, he's not been there. Like, he looks like he's been there for a while, but you know he hasn't been there for a while because you just checked that spot.
Take a deep breath and stand up and face him. Be like, well, hello there, sir.
And you look at him, you turn around and you say that. And he just looks up at you and smirks a little bit. And you realize instantly you've seen this guy before. You saw this guy a few hours ago and you haven't been drinking, so your mind is still crystal clear. This was the last of the 8 on stage. The one who spoke of Rundamar, the College of Whispers. And he just, hello to you.
College of Whispers. How are you today?
And he reaches down inside of his shirt and he says,
perfect song for the situation.
well, you literally can hear this kind of off in the distance. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just realized what song this is. Hold on just 1 second, please.
Oh.
Where the heck is it?
I don't know, Shannon.
I don't know either. We'll do this the hard way.
Can I hear? While I'm waiting on his reply, in my mind, I'm going to be like,
you're not actually waiting on his reply. You're waiting on the freaking DM who didn't have his stuff together for this.
In the back of my mind, I am going to go, Ed?
No response. You're more than 100 feet away. You're way outside of the town. So he just reaches down into his neck and he says, Rundamar. But also when he pulls out a pendant and just lets it dangle, like holding the chain up like this. Look at Messenger, Ben.
Okay. Oh.
We should talk.
Tip my hat at him.
And we'll pick up there next session.
Oh,
this was amazing.
I particularly like the fact the first time I used Beast Shape.
So much fun. Much fun.
This was a good session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Way to go, everybody.
Gonna give everybody.
I love playing with Petra. Petra's amazing. I like Petra.
Oh, Petra is amazing. I love that little furry agent of chaos so much.
And Morlo just chimes in with his words of wisdom.
I just loved it. It's like, do you know what you're doing? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay.
I love that Penta can
Silent
do whatever the fuck she
resignation.
wants, and then Marlo will just silently like cross arm behind her, like to back her up.
Yep.
He's just such a good teammate.
I'm going to say everybody take 500 experience points for excellent
Wow.
roleplay.
You said 5,000?
Oh, 500.
Actually,
Can it be
Isaac,
503, actually?
Isaac, give yourself an extra 50 actually for winning that fight. You were the only
Can
one
it
who
be
had a combat encounter.
53?
No, but it can be 49. I will never let you have even
just
experience
want a
points now that I
multiple
know
of 5.
how much that just absolutely irks you. So everybody gets 500 experience points. You get an extra 42 and a half, Isaac. And huh?
Bye 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 bye.
Dean's a weirdo.
Baba booey, baba boo.
Baba booey, baba booey, baba booey.
Can I say something to them?
Of course.
Listen to my song that I made. I'm Grape Nose Man. Boogly 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 boogly.
If any of you have ever seen Good Burger, apparently that's a thing.